Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are going to be going over our picks for the top 5 best playable characters in Batman Arkham Knight. Now obviously this is my opinion, so don't flame me in the comments please, but if you want to, you can put your list down there and let me know. So we're gonna hop right into it. Before we get into our number 5 spot, let's go over some honorable mentions. These characters are good, but they just didn't make the cut for me on our top 5 list. These characters are Batgirl and Catwoman. Now let's start off with Catwoman. Catwoman's okay, and there are some reasons why people really like her. But we're gonna be completely honest here. Besides Catwoman's costume, she's not really that good. Her combat is mid at best, and it is unique. She has 3 unique gadgets, which are the Catropes, and Bolas. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, and her whip, obviously. Those 3 gadgets are really cool, but they're just not the best. And her silent takedown takes not silent takedown. Her ground takedown takes like 5 minutes to complete, and it's very bad for both Predator and combat. Because if you're trying to ground take down someone, and then like the 5 seconds it takes, someone walks behind you, you're gonna get shot, and you take damage. And in combat, you can't get a ground takedown off in time because it takes so long. Then also she has her whip, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's nothing super special. Catropes, pretty cool. They're actually really good for getting a ground takedown down, because they make it so enemies can't go near you. And then her bolas are okay. But all in all, she's an okay character with just not great gadgets. That's all. Moving on to Batgirl. Batgirl's good, but she's just a recycled version of Batman mixed with like Robin. She's got the combat speed of Robin, and she's got the gadgets of Batman. She literally has every single gadget Batman has except a few. But the only different thing she has between Batman and her is she throws her explosive gel, and she can ground take down faster. So Batgirl is okay. Her story pack is amazing. I highly recommend playing it if you haven't. It's called Matter of Family. It's the best story pack in my opinion. If you want to see a video going over the story packs, let me know in the comments. But Batgirl just is she has very interesting gameplay. And it's not like it's bad, it's just not different enough. It's too similar to other characters. So that's why I put those 2 in the honorable mentions. But without further ado, we're going to move on to our number 5 spot. Coming in at number 5, we have Harley Quinn. Now, besides her design, Harley Quinn is actually really cool. She has a lot of really unique aspects to her character. She has 3 unique gadgets, which are the Jack-in-the-Box, the Snare Trap, and Laughing Gas. All 3 of those gadgets are really good in Predator. But with the Laughing Gas, it's pretty good. It's almost like a smoke bomb. You throw it down, and it kind of stuns the people around you. And finally, her Snare Trap is basically just a stun thing. And it can come in handy if, like, you've got a lot of people on you. You can throw it, get one off you. And it's almost like the freeze grenade, except it doesn't freeze them. It just stops them from attacking you. Also with Harley, you have her combat and her Predator. Her Predator is okay, but like she's not really made for Predator, because instead of silent takedowns, she has this thing called a loud takedown, which makes sense because Harley's not really worried about attracting people to her location, because she's just gonna bash their face in with a baseball bat. She also has this ability called Mayhem Mode, where basically she's untouchable, and all you gotta do is click a button and she can immediately take down someone. Now, you can only get this by getting a high combo and your meter filling up, but it's really not that hard when you can just like counter and attack with Harley. She's very good for combat, she's very quick, and she's a very good character, but compared to the rest of the people on the list, I think she fits the spot very well. But we're gonna move on to her number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Nightwing. Now, if this was Arkham City Nightwing, he'd probably be higher on the list, but because of the differences between those two Nightwings, I had to put him where I did. Nightwing is really good for Predator and combat. He's good for both of those. He's about the same as some other characters, but the places where he misses a little bit is being unique. He does have a voice actor in this game, unlike Arkham City. But in Arkham City, he has Grit Stars, Unique Detective Vision, and Skirmish Sticks, which are all unique to him. In Arkham Knight, he's basically just Batman with glow sticks. He's really no different to almost any other character, except he's just a little bit more faster and acrobatic. His outfits are cool. You have the Arkham Knight outfit, just a normal Nightwing, which is actually a really cool design. You have the new 52 Nightwing, which is also really cool. I like the red. And then you have original Arkham Nightwing, which is what I use a lot. But his designs may be cool. His gameplay lacks, though. Because, like I said, it's kind of very bland. Yes, you have a couple. You only have, like, 2 unique things. And that's the Skirmish Stick and the Electrical Blast. The Skirmish Stick is basically a batarang, but instead you can actually bounce it off of surfaces and like hit people around corners, and you can hit multiple people with. And then the Electrical Blast is basically just you hit the ground with your Skirmish Sticks, not Skirmish Sticks. You hit the ground with your glow sticks, we're just gonna call them because I can't think of the actual name, and it creates an electric shockwave that if you're high enough it can actually knock people down, and then you can go in for a takedown. Nightwing lacks being unique, and for that reason I had to put him where I did. So we're gonna move on to our number 3 spot. Coming in at number 3 we have Robin. Now Robin is one of my favorite characters in the game. That doesn't mean he's the best, but he's probably one of my favorite characters to play as. He just has so many unique ways of like taking people down, and he's got a lot of unique gadgets. He also has about 5 skins. You have the classic Arkham Knight Robin, you have the Tim Drake Teen Titans Robin, Lego Batman 2 Robin, as I call it, or Year 1, and then New 52, and finally you have classic TV series Robin. We don't really talk about that one. It's okay, but no one uses it. So, with Robin, you have a couple new gadgets, like, that are unique to him. You have the Zip Kick, which, I guess that's not unique to him, but he's, like, you mainly use the Zip Kick as Robin. He has the Snap and Flashes, which are some of my favorite items in the game, which they basically act as remote detonated explosives, except they're non-lethal. You can stick them to your enemy's backs while they're not aware, and then you can detonate them from your palm. And he's got his staff, which is really cool, and it also has a ballistic shield built into it, which can be really good for combat encounters whenever they get like guns, because you can just hold out the shield and then just ram them with it, so it'll knock the gun out of their hand. But Robin might be one of my favorite characters to play as, but I don't think he is the best character. Moving on to number 2, he's a character that doesn't require a lot of skill to play as, but he's probably one of the best, and we have Red Hood. Red Hood, Jason Todd, is one of the best characters in Batman Arkham Knight that is playable. And I'm saying this because not only does he have dual pistols that you can just basically one-shot people with, but he also has another unique gadget called the Flashbang Grenade. And the Flashbang Grenade, it's not super special, but if you can use it right, it can save you in combat. It's basically a throwable that you just hit someone and it stuns them immediately, letting you go in for a takedown. And it's awesome to combine with the dualies. And like I said before, the dualies are so cool. You can aim in with them and you can shoot, lasting for and that'll result in like more damage dealt, like more casualties. You can hit multiple people, and then it'll reload really quick, so you can basically just gun everyone down immediately. It's really not that hard, especially for combat. Red Hood is really good just for close combat. You can just zip kick over to him, and then you just dually, or you could also forgetting the name, flashbang them. But when it comes to Predator, Red Hood is really just too good for Predator. Like, literally, he's too good. Because all you have to do is shoot them with the gun. Because you can reload so quick that you just pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. And then they're all down. Like, you really don't need any other gadgets beside the guns. Because they one-shot. You shoot like 4 bullets and you one-shot them, and then they're down. The Predator is a little bit lacking, just because there's not a lot of defense against Red Hood. But he's still amazing to play as. He's really good for, like, for people that don't really need skill. Red Hood is probably your go-to, because you don't need a lot of skill to play as him. You do need a little bit, but not a lot. He has 2 edit styles. He has Red Hood, the Arkham Knight version, and it looks amazing, great design. You have Arkham Knight Militia Commander, sorry. And that one looks pretty cool, a little techie. And then one that they didn't add to the game, but they added to the character showcase it's just called Red Hood. But when you look at this thing, you're like, why didn't they add this? This looks so cool. It's like Rocksteady. If you're gonna make another update to the game, which I know they will probably, or most definitely not. But, I mean, you never know. They added Robert Pattinson's Batman to the game back, I think, a year ago. So they might. If you were, please add that suit to the game. It looks so cool. But Red Hood is just one of the best characters to play as in this game. But he stands behind one character. One character that Gotham always relies on to swoop in and save the day. So coming in at our #1 spot, we have Batman. Don't act surprised, you all knew this was coming. The best playable character in Batman Arkham Knight is unsurprisingly Batman. Not only does he have all of the gadgets, so you really don't need to play as anyone else. The only gadgets he doesn't have are the ones that are specifically unique to Red Hood, Robin, Catwoman, and Harley Quinn. He has almost every other gadget, except, I guess, Nightwing. So, he has every common gadget that you could ever possibly want, with some other ones like the Disruptor and the voice synthesizer. Those two are so good together. You can't even like make this stuff up. It's so overpowered to use Batman and Predator. He's probably the best character for any Predator and combat encounter. The thing is with Batman, depending on the player, Batman is probably your best pick to play as because of how wide his skill set is and how wide his gadget variety. Batman has such good outfits. He has so many outfits. I'm not even gonna list them and show them on screen. I'll show a little bit, but he just has too many outfits to actually count. So, and show in this video. But you can pick any of those, which makes it very customizable. And obviously, other characters do their part better than Batman does, obviously. But Batman's gotta be the best playable character in Arkham Knight. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And maybe comment down below. What would your list be? If you disagree with me, disagree with me. Please don't flame me in the comments, though, because, like, be chill. And I'll see you all later. So, bye-bye!